I think I've touched on this before, but a lot of you guys don't maybe know my backstory. I actually started... Happy Saturday!
What is happening, everybody?
I don't know about you guys, but we are heading again to the office, aka the Dusty Butt, and we are going to work. Work.
Get some coffee. I have not had any coffee yet today, and I'm excited.
I've had coffee. I wake up, that's like the first thing I do is make coffee. Josh already went for a 5-mile run this morning without me.
Well, I'll touch on that, why I even did that and everything, and just start.
But we are going to head to the office and put in some work.
Do work. We're actually releasing a huge feature for DocSpace, and so today I'm actually finishing out some of the final tweaks and then deploying it all to all of our staging environments and starting the QA, and so that's going to go into production next week sometime.
Super exciting. If you guys, we'll have to like bring you guys like a walkthrough of what the app is sometime and actually talk to you about it, because it's crazy to see where it started and to what it is now. Like the progression is insane. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's literally an entirely different product and different market, so it's been definitely a journey. You've sold both versions of it.
Yes, I have.
So.
This version would be much easier to sell.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
But yeah, we are gonna get to work.
Essentially, Brandy was telling me about it. It was this YouTuber that has millions and millions of views, but they were
millions of subscribers and views.
And they were still panicking because they thought their video was going to be late being posted daily, right? So they thought they were going to be late by a few hours. And Brandy's like, you know, it's so crazy, those people that have, not in a bad way, but like that thing that's wired inside of them. Even though they have millions, you would think they'd be able to take like a breath. But the thing is about that, and Brandy knows this and I know this, is that when you've had to earn something and work and grind and fight for every subscriber or every dollar in your business, day after day after day after day, with the whole thing about consistency, something gets ingrained in you that it literally molds you into a different type of person that you can't even escape. It gets into the fiber of your being. And that's why no matter the level of success that you reach, even you look at these multi-millionaires and they are just as much of a hustler, or these people that have millions of views.
An example is like A-Rod. A-Rod is now he's vlogging, like daily vlogging. It's so interesting.
And it's because it's not that they just did that. It actually was who they became during that process. And now it's literally just who they are. They're just hustlers, no matter what level you reach. And so that consistency definitely molds and crafts you in a way that you're not really expecting. But it just ends up being who you are.
Alright, we are back. Got my wrap. I have a tiramisu cookie. It's tucked up for bed. And then there's Josh. He actually has a strawberry cheesecake cookie.
Strawberry cheesecake.
We are going to eat.
Gotta get that food and gotta keep that energy up. I was just watching an interview with Kevin O'Leary. And if you don't know who Kevin O'Leary is, well, he is a famous investor, star of the show Shark Tank. Gotta fix the camera here real quick. 1 second. Okay. And he was talking about a story. He ended up selling his company for $4+ billion. And he was telling a story about when he first started his company. A successful entrepreneur came to him and said, the first $5 million that you're going to make is going to be hell. And here's another thing. The next 5 you're also going to make is also going to be hell. But once you get to 10, everything starts getting much easier. Now, I don't know if it's 10 or 12 or who knows, but the point is, everybody in the early days feels like it's impossible or doesn't know what it takes, and it feels like every single thing you're doing, you're having to fight for and it's a struggle. Well, the thing you're doing in the early days is you're building momentum. And momentum is really hard to build, but once it gets going, it's a very powerful force. And so that was kind of the moral of the story. And I just thought it'd be interesting to share it to you because this guy who is worth hundreds of millions of dollars started with nothing, had to go through hell to make the first major gains in his business, but eventually he caught momentum and is doing awesome things now.
We are going for a swim before dinner. Bring a towel. That was really nice, you guys. And now Joshy actually brought us a little picnicky thing, and I didn't bring our little stand. I forgot it. But we are going to eat some delicious sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yum. Oops. Did you eat too much?
Pop right open.
The new thing that we started after dinner, we read. Joshy has his book. What are you reading?
The Compound Effect.
And I am reading Born to Create. What's up, you guys? So we just got back from the pool and eating dinner. As you can see, I'm in like my tea, my swimmy. But I wanted to jump on here quick because we're talking about, you know, consistency and how that kind of needs to be something that you do every single day, no matter what it is that you're working towards. Make sure you're doing something every single day. And I think I've touched on this before, but a lot of you guys don't maybe know my backstory. I actually started in marketing in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I got into programming through kind of this like weird thing. I was helping run a conference, and the one thing I couldn't do was actually build the application and work on the website, so I started teaching myself HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Realized I really enjoyed the process and the ability to create things and to like change things, and it was like amazing. So then I decided I needed to go to school, so I ended up picking Full Sail University, which is in Winter Park, Florida, which is where I live. So I ended up selling most everything that I owned and basically packed up what was left and threw it in my car and drove to Florida. And then I started school about 5 days later. So I moved down here, and about that next week I started classes. Class went every single day. It was about 6 days a week, 8 hours a day. And that went year round for 2 years. I graduated. While I was there, I got my first internship. They hired me, started the day after I graduated, like full-time. They were paying me during my internship, but I did start like full-time there, working the next day after I graduated. When I left there, I basically started the next day at my new job. When I left that job, I started the next day working with Josh, and so on and so forth. It's just kind of been this thing every single day of not taking a break, which is something I'm all for. And I said, but right now, I'm actually taking a step back and kind of figure out where I want to go next. And I want to state how important that is. Even though you are doing something every single day to get to like your destination or where you see yourself, it's also important to understand where you're going and why you're going there, and to not just be doing something for the sake of doing something. Food for thought. Hope that helps. I should probably go shower. Alright, you guys, so Josh is upstairs working. I am down here outside. I'm actually just doing some quiet time thinking and kind of resetting, but I'm going to end this vlog, and I know Josh is up there. Normally we do it together, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel below, and we will see you tomorrow.